Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another very special interview. Today, I'm going to be interviewing EZScape, my most favorite speedrunning content creator on YouTube. And by the way, I had to change up the questions a little for this interview. Anyways, let's get started. Why did you start creating speedrunning content?
I remember I started making speedrunning content maybe 1 or 2 months after I stopped making RuneScape videos because I had, at that time, quit RuneScape, and I wasn't really sure what kind of videos I wanted to make, but I remember being really interested in watching Apollo Legends videos. He was basically posting compilations of a bunch of different speedrunning highlights, and he eventually posted a video called Speedrunning Needs Content Creators, and after watching that video, that's basically what inspired me to just try it out. And after I posted my first video, I remember the speedrunning community actually supported my videos pretty well. They were heavily upvoted on r/speedrun right when I started off, and I think that momentum that I gained from the speedrunning community is what made my channel grow to the success that it is today. And since then, I've just made speedrunning content, ever since.
What game have you enjoyed speedrunning the most so far?
So the game that I've enjoyed speedrunning the most would actually have to be Full Metal Alchemist 2. It's a really obscure, Kingdom Hearts style Full Metal Alchemist game that not a lot of people have heard of. But most people would probably think Spyro, and Spyro is probably in my top 2 or 3. I don't play that game too much anymore because it just hurts my hands too much to play, just with the inputs that you have to do. But that game was just kind of my baby, I guess, in a way, as far as my own little project that I worked on with maybe 1 or 2 other people. And I guess that aspect of speedrunning, which is the routing aspect and the strat hunting, glitch hunting, everything like that, that's kind of what I find more enjoyable about speedrunning. So I really liked having a fun game like that I could pretty much dissect on my own and try and come up with all the strategies for. Although the community aspect is good, and I did like having that with that game, having the 2 community members, and I'd totally be welcome to anybody coming into the community. But I think it made it really enjoyable just kind of being on my own for a little bit and just trying to challenge myself as the best that I could.
What are some games you would like to try and speedrun?
So some games that I would probably try and speedrun, I'm not too much of a 2D platformer type of person. I definitely prefer my 3D platformers. And I've been thinking Super Mario 64 because it's been gaining a lot of traction right now, and it's not even the fact that it's just popular in the moment, it's just that I do see a lot of people having fun with it, and it does look genuinely fun to play. I feel like the biggest reason why I never got into playing it too much is because I never grew up with a Nintendo 64, but I have one now, and I would definitely be interested in playing that. But most of the games that I speedrun now they really come from a nostalgic standpoint, and they're games that I've just played over many years because that's just kind of what speedrunning is, and I've kind of just carried that mindset a lot of the time. If I didn't do SM64 though, I'd probably play Battle for Bikini Bottom, and I'd probably play the original. I actually had every opportunity to speedrun the original. The thing was that I just never really got into it for some reason, but I think after playing Rehydrated, I actually gained a new whole appreciation for the original, with how the mechanics work in it, and it makes me want to play the original again, weirdly enough.
What tips would you give to people who want to start speedrunning?
Tips that I would give to people that want to get into speedrunning is A, you need to play a game that you genuinely enjoy. You shouldn't just be getting into speedrunning maybe just solely because you want to get into speedrunning. You should have a game that you're really into. Find a game that you can just play a lot, that you want to explore every aspect of the game and try and learn as much as you possibly can about it. Then speedrunning is definitely meant for you. And you also just cannot be bothered by the grinding aspect, because the only way to improve is practice. And I mean, not that you should treat it like a grind, but practice is the biggest thing. Making sure that you have the best practice tools available to reduce the amount of time before you practice a trick. If you can get a save state and practice a trick over and over again, rather than you have to die and respawn to try out a trick over and over again, definitely more efficient practice and dedicated practice to specific tricks that you're struggling with. Do a no reset run, figure out which section you're losing the most time on, grind that out for 30 minutes, do another run, and just plug and chug it. That's how I've always approached it, but once you get to a higher level, there's definitely different ways that you have to approach it, and everyone's different.
What plans do you have for speedrunning in the future?
And then for plans that I have for speedrunning in the future, I'm not really sure. I definitely have my meme games like Drake and Josh. We have been discussing doing a Schneider-thon, playing all of the video game adaptations of Dan Schneider TV shows. So maybe we'll get around to doing that. That would be iCarly, Zoe 101, Victorious, and did I already say Drake and Josh? I think I named all of them, but we may not do Victorious because that game's like 2 hours long. But we I think with the 3 games, it will still be pretty long, like about 3 hours. I just don't have any games right now I aspire to grind too much right now, other than old school RuneScape, which is pretty much what I've been streaming nowadays. But you know, a lot of times I go through phases, and this is probably just another one, and probably in a couple months I may not be playing it to the same degree. But I want to get to a certain level of good with this game so I can always just come back to it and be about at the same level. So that's why I'm currently grinding it. And other non-speedrunning related things would probably be Tetris, and that's pretty much it. I pretty much just play this in Tetris. Yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will let Patrick take it from here.
And that is the interview, everybody. Thank you so very much, EZScape, for being a part of my interview series. It really means so much to me that I was able to get such a wonderful and popular speedrunner like yourself onto the channel, and also someone that I absolutely admire. I really appreciate it. And alright, that's gonna be it for this video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. See ya, everybody.